Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss about variable data types, debugging, store, string and date functions. What are these actually? These are essentials of programming. Means programming essentials of VBA. Okay. So we are discussing and we are bonding with all these terms. Here, this is my YouTube channel CAATPRO brings you today's VBA video, that is actually second video on VBA, and this is programming essentials. Now we will discuss about what are the learning objectives, understanding the variables and data types. Okay, what is variables and data types? I will discuss you with you here. This is actually the code here, and what I will do here, I will write here the variables subject variable. What is variables here? Uh, dim x as integer. Once again, private y as the string. Public public z as cat pro. I will be changing here. This is declaration. Compile here or type as the OK as a string, and I will shift here as y as boolean. Okay, just you watched here when we have written that is cat pro instead of a string, it got error. Okay, what is this actually? And what I did here, that is uh, debugging. But we will currently we are discussing about the variables where the value are stored. That is variables. Okay, uh, not only values or entire. Now apply string date functions. We will discuss about what is a string, what is functions. Now what I will do here, now debug dot print what y, that is type y. Is it code error? Yes. What is error here? I will discuss mm, y. Now I will run this code. Invalid private y as not boolean. I will write here private. I will change this. Okay. Now invalid sum functions. Okay, that is why. Don't worry. Uh, because three types of declaration cannot be. Three types of scope cannot be in module here. That is why. Don't worry. Here it is. Now I will run here. Print y. There is nothing. X. Print x. There is zero value because we have not uh, assigned. We have not assigned any value to this. That's why it is coming with zero. If I write here x is equal to 100. Okay, now it will show that 100. This is immediate window actually. Now what I will do here, that what is dim, what is private, what is public, it is basically scope, how it is to be used. Public, Z as a string, which can be used by entire modules and procedures, means entire project, active project. Okay, this is actually public scope. Private scope can be used within the procedures only, like if example here, whatever the functions, that is okay. This is now the second part is that dim is for declaration, x is variables, y is variables, z is variables, integer, boolean, string are data types. This is all about understanding the variables and data types. We must know all these things because it will help us to generate neat and clean codes, apply string and date functions. How, like here, for example, now I will change this dim. In fact, I will remove this all because make it x as integer. Integer की जगह हम यहाँ पर we will be using string. Now x is equal to what I am writing here with the space, that is frame space two times comma space Pandey. This is okay. Now what I will do here, okay, debug dot print space len bracket, that is x. Now this is length function. Okay, now when we get into this, I will check it here, that is 20 actually. Here is the character, that is 20 total. Okay, now what I will do here, that new name, that is y actually, equal to trim x. Okay, now enter debug debug dot print, that is y. Now what I will do here, I will clean it. Now once again, that is 20. Now Prem Kumar Pandey. Okay, this is our message box. I will show you now what is the length of the, that is debug dot print len y. Once again, that is 19. Prem Kumar Pandey y. One space from the beginning, that is removed, not in front of, in between these two. Okay, here, that is length and string. If I press it this like this, it will remove. Once again, if I print debug print y, Prem Kumar Pandey, what I will show here. Now once again click no, no pay. I will just debug.print y this. Okay, now first earlier it was 21 because the first space, prefix space, and the suffix space, and now it has been removed, prefix and suffix not in between. Okay, the length function is not working in between the text here, but I will have to tell, and we will have to find out how to remove in between unwanted spaces in between. That is trim actually. Now the part is that here we will have to discuss, that is a string, apply string functions and date functions. Obviously we must know all the functions how to for example, if I write here x is equal to hash now, okay, enter y is equal to now minus 1. I just take this 1. Now z is equal to date diff date difference y comma ऐसे लिखना है ना x. Here it is. Date 1. तेरह बारह 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 तेरह बारह means that is 13th. Okay, and z 1, that is 1 actually. Z as integer. Okay, if I will have to tell this month, now that should be 0 because both the month are, that is 0 because both the month are same, 12 12, that is why that is 0. Okay, means all these functions have to be considered in date functions we have already discussed about. Yeah, sometimes uh, I am wrong, but don't worry, uh, we will get a clean code, debug VBA code efficiently. What word debug actually, what that is a step into changing all these setups are debug, write clean and professional VBA programs. As you can see that what we have written here, subject variables, and what here we have used multiple things. So whenever we give the name of the procedure, modules, or uh, any project, okay, that should be clean, including codes. Now variables in VBA, actually variables store data in memory. What we did here, x is a variable, no doubt, but the date assigned to x and date is saved in x variable. Like in Excel, cell A1, that is dim x as integer, we have already, and these are scopes, dim, private, public. Scope decides where variable can be used, कहाँ पर होगा, कैसे होगा, इसको डिसाइड करता है. dim, private और public are scopes. Data types, नंबर्स में जनरली क्या होता है, इंटीजर और लॉन्ग. डबल जो है डेसिमल वैल्यूज, ये भी नंबर्स का ही मानते हैं हम लोग. तो तीन तरह के नंबर्स होंगे, इंटीजर, लॉन्ग, डबल. Okay, there are totally three types of number data type. integer long double, string text boolean true or false without inverted commas. Okay, variant default flexible type like eval in Python. Constant operators, that is constant. The value is assigned to a constant operator like GST rate is a variable and 18 is a value, but constant is uh, scope is an scope where the 18 is assigned to GST rate and it is fixed. It is fixed. It is not changeable. How changeable means if we want to write instead of 18 want to write 28, we may write, but it will be applied to the entire program in one go. Like for example, here I will remove this. What we will have to learn, uh, constant. Okay, here it is constant. Constant GST rate as double or integer. I will write here or double. Okay, double is equal to 18 or 0.18. For example, 0.18 I have written here. Now we want to calculate the GST. GST, I will declare here dim GST sales amount is equal to 1000. Okay, sorry, as double. Well, okay, okay. GST underscore sales underscore amount is equal to 1000. Can we write here? Yes. Okay. Now, what is here? If we want to calculate GST, okay, GST underscore GST output, GST output, that is equal to GST underscore sales underscore amount and multiplied by GST underscore rate. That is okay. Now, if I write here GST sales underscore amount 2 is equal to 2000, enter GST underscore output is equal to sales underscore amount 2 multiplied by GST underscore rate. Okay, now if I write here, what happened? GST rate, once it is decided here, now GST rate is not given at the second time, it is already fixed. If I want to change here 19, then it will be for example 20, it will be applied to entire code. that is 200 and 400. This is basically difference that in entire procedure, entire uh, uh, module, the all the program where the GST rate is defined as constant, that will be applied and in one go. If we change, entire program may have changed. That is actually use of constant. Operators, here operators, arithmetical operators, that is conditional operator, not enough. Okay, and that is last one is logical. Left, mid, right, extract, text, all are replaced, change in a string, find position string, remove spaces, the string functions. Once again, the date, add, month, difference between displays format, all are date functions. So guys, hopefully, if you want to debug, uh, learn debugging process, then option explicit obviously to be used, breakpoints, pause executions, and step into that is F8 line by line check, local and watch window, track variables, debugging tools. Okay, here it is. Clean code techniques, use meaningful names of the procedure, modules, and functions. And even though the all the all the variables should be named properly, indenting code properly, add comments wherever comment is required, necessary information to be shared with the user, add comments, avoid hard code values. Hard coded values means um, large and uh, not informative, large and not informative. That is hard coded values actually. You will have to try GST calculator program, clean text using string, generate error using option explicit, and debug faulty code step into. This is your class task. Now, hopefully, we will discuss about that we have already discussed a lot about uh, programming essentials of VBA. That's all for this video, and we will be covering next video about the coding part. Definitely, we will start the coding uh, module 3 and keep watching. Thank you.